This is the ultimate and only guide you're going to need in Phase 2 of SoD for Enhancement Shaman. Hello, my name is Javier, and my goal is to make World of Warcraft as easy and as accessible as possible for you, and take all that stress out of it. The first thing we're going to look at is the stat priority. Hit chance is going to be the biggest thing we want, but you're not going to need much of it from gear, really if any, because we are going to get most of it from our talents. Crit chance is going to be really, really important and is therefore our second or sort of top priority if excluding hit chance. Then it's going to be strength at number 3, agility at number 4, and attack power at number 5. Moving swiftly onto the talents, of course, we're going to mainly be in the enhancement tree, starting off with 5 points in ancestral knowledge. Mana isn't really a huge issue for us in Phase 2, however the only other option is a shield specialisation, and we're not going to be using one. On the next row, improved Ghost Wolf even, we're definitely going to want 2 points in here, because without saying, it just speaks for itself. Ghost Wolf is amazing, and we can use it whenever we need to get around faster. This is going to reduce the cast time of it by 2 seconds. We're going to put 5 out of 5 into Thundering Strikes, massively increasing our critical strike chance. And then going on to the next row, we're going to put 2 points into enhancing our totems, massively increasing the strength of earth and grace of air totems by 15%. Now, you can either go down a two-handed route or a dual-wield route. I'm going to mainly be showing you the dual-wield route. If you would like to go two-hander, put your next point into two-handed axes and maces, that you can use those. Otherwise, take that point out and put 1 point into improved lightning shield. Something that we're not going to make much use of, but we need it to get further down into the talent tree. We're then going to put 5 points into flurry, increasing our attack speed by a massive 30% after we do those big jumbo critical strikes. We're going to put 2 points into improved weapon totems, increasing the power of our Wind Fury totem, and also the damage caused by our Flame Tongue as well by 12%. Then we're going to put 3 out of 3 into elemental weapons, improving tons of stuff, as you can see on the tooltip, increasing the melee attack power bonus of your Rock Biter weapon by 20%, Wind Fury by 40%, and then increasing the damage again of Flame Tongue as well. We can then go on to Weapon Mastery, literally just increasing our damage by 10%. And the last one is going into Storm Strike, you can see down here, giving you an extra attack. In addition, the next 2 sources of nature damage dealt to the target are increased by 20%, and this is massive. Going on to the runes then, this again is going to depend on dual wielding or two-handed. And if you are dual wielding, then you're going to go for the dual wield specialization, increasing your chance to hit with both spells and melee attacks by 10%, which is huge, hence why you don't really need hit chance off the gear, like I said. And while dual wielding, your Storm Strike ability now hits with both weapons while dual wielding. And that is that one at the bottom of the talent tree here. So if you want to go for two-handed, each time you strike an enemy with a two-handed weapon, you gain 30% attack speed with two-handed weapons. So we're going to go for dual wield at the moment. On the leg shot, it's going to be Shamanistic Rage, reducing all damage you take by 20% and regenerating mana. Mana regenerated is equal to 15% of your attack power, spell power, or healing power, whichever is greatest. For us, it's generally going to be our attack power. And also your raid members are going to receive some of this bonus as well. On the hand rune, we're going to go for Lava Lash. You charge your offhand weapon with lava, instantly dealing damage, offhand weapon damage, and damage is increased by 20% if your offhand weapon is enchanted with Flame Tongue. Do keep Flame Tongue up on your offhand weapon, of course. For the waist then, it's going to depend if we're doing single target or AoE. For single target, I would go with Maelstrom Weapon. When you deal damage with a melee attack, you have a chance to reduce the cast time on your next spell, mainly Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning for us. Now it does stack up to 5 times and each stack is 20%, meaning you can stack this up to 5 and get an instant one at 5 stacks. If you're going AoE, I would go with the Fire Nova rune. Fire Nova Totem is replaced with Fire Nova. Fire Nova Totem is replaced with Fire Nova, which causes your current Fire Totem to emit damage at its location, and you can place that totem at the location where you want to do the AoE damage. So we're going to just stick with single target for now and go with Maelstrom Weapon, and then we're going to go with Spirit of the Alpha, infusing the target of Spirit of the Alpha, increasing all threat generated. So we're just going to put that on our tank. I wish they had given us something a bit more exciting and DPS-y, but we didn't get it, so that's that, I guess. Now moving on to gear, before we look at the biz list, let's look at the pre-biz list. There's quite a lot to go through here, so I'm not going to go into the fine detail, more just kind of show you what you can get and how you can get it. So you're going to see then a lot of items of the tiger, of strength, or of power. If you get any of these green items, which are generally going to be cheaper, and they are going to be bind on equip, BOEs, you can get these on the auction house. Hopefully not too expensive, whereas some of the other ones will be. For Enhancement Shamans, there's really a big breadth of different ways we can get our gear. You can see up here on the head, Scarlet Monastery, on the neck, High Tide Choker from BFD, which you should still do for the XP while you're leveling, by the way. I done it last night, which was like day 2. I think I got an entire level just from doing BFD. Like, it's crazy. That was on a different alt that was at like level 27 already, but still, madness. Getting exalted with the Warsong Outriders is really important here with these bracers, and a Raffi Basin honoured. If we go down, you can see as well on the waist is really, really good to get. And also on the rings behind my head here, there's a lot of PvP items that are really good. Things on the weapons then, there's a ton of different ones you can mainly get from dungeons. You can see Scarlet Monastery, Alderman, etc. And there's a few quests that you can get. Some are a bit high, so you may need some help, etc. But generally, you can just go to the auction house and get a load of gear, do some PvP, or just do the raid, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Let's have a look at the biz then. If you guys would prefer that on the pre-biz that I go into like the absolute minute detail, please do let me know. I'm just purely assuming that you don't want me to waste your time going through all of them, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. You know, I'm making these videos for you guys after all. And if you guys do need any help at all on that note, please do consider joining my Discord, where we are now actually setting up a guild for raiding in SoD. It is on EU, so you're going to have to be on a certain server, but if not, then we do have people who are really knowledgeable, always willing to help out and answer any questions regarding UI, add-ons, the class, anything at all. We're a really, really friendly community, and we're quite a big community now too. If you even need one step further, or you just want to support me and help me get out more videos, you can also click the join button below or join my Patreon, where you can then get access to a special channel in Discord, and then you can actually open a private ticket where I can help you one-on-one with logging, simming, setting up your UI, and any of that, you know, super fun stuff. Or maybe it's boring and that's why I need help with it. So I am going to assume that you're taking level working. If you're not, please take level working if you want to get the biz. That is because of the glowing Neurolink cowl that you can see here. It is going to further improve your hit chance by 1%, which we don't really need anyway. And on a 10-minute cooldown, we can use it, which is going to electrocute us a bit and do a bit of damage, but also massively improve our attack speed for 10 seconds and add some weapon damage, which is really good for us Enhancement Shamans. Most of these items are going to be from Nomagon. Nomagon Peace Officer's Talk here, increasing attack power and crit chance. That's from Nomagon. Same with the Trog Slayer Pauldrons with a massive 22 attack power on there. The Blood Drenched Cape then on the back is actually from the PvP event in Stranglethorn Vale. If you don't know how that works, every 3 hours at 12, 3, 6, 9 and 12, for half an hour, it's a free-for-all, and you can actually kill Alliance and Horde players alike. And when you do, you get this buff, and then you basically go to these altars that are dotted all around the map, these little red flags. Go to those altars and you then get coins. Go to Gurubashi Arena, hand in those coins, and that's how you get these kind of rewards. On the chest then, from Nomagon, we've got the Electromantic set. This is on the chest, legs and boots. It's adding a ton of attack power. It's increasing your crit chance, which obviously is really good for us Enhancement Shamans. And your attacks have a chance of restoring some mana as well. On the bracers then, it's those dastardly ones I said from PvP. You need Exalted with the All-Song Outriders. God, I don't know what my accent's doing. The Warsong Outriders. So it's a bit tedious, but, you know, that's what the biz is. So get over it, I guess. And then if we are dual wielding, I would go, oh my God, am I okay? We would suggest that you get Metatalk's Arcano Shredder here, which you can have a chance on hit to discharge a blast of arcane damage, increasing your spell damage, reducing all resistances and increasing all spell damage taken. This is really good. And the Cogmaster's Claw on the offhand. If you are going down the two-handed route then, I would go for either Thermoplug's Rocket Cleaver, which is from Nomagon, or again from the PvP event, the Bloodstorm War Totem. On the hands, we're going to go for the Machinist's Gloves. As you can see on the tooltip here, it adds 30 attack power when fighting mechanical units, which is fantastic for pretty much everyone, because obviously in Nomagon there is a lot of mechanical units. Dark Vision Girdle on the waist, adding some attack power. The legs and boots, as I said, are the set piece again. Legionnaire's band from Phase 1 is still fantastic and biz this season. Then you've got these unique equipped rings called the Hypercharged Gears. For enhancement, we want the Devastation one. It adds strength, agility, stamina, nature, and arcane resistance. Again, it's from Nomagon. Keep your Avenger's Void Pearl from Phase 1. If you don't know how to get this and you're new to SoD, this is actually from Akume in the BFD raid, last boss. It drops and it opens a quest which you take to Thunder Bluff. Hand it in, you can get whichever one you want. There's one for healing, tanking, well, one for healing and like DPSing really, and one for a bit of healing and DPSing. If you were playing a different spec last season, you can trade this in for the other ones in Booty Bay for 75 gold. Gyromantic Experiment 420B, which you can use to increase your attack speed, and it gives some attack power. And then the carved driftwood icon is going to go in the ranged totem slot. And that is pretty much it for the gear. Looking a bit further into professions then, these are some really easy to come by consumables that are going to be useful to you. The Elixir of Agility, increasing your agility. Elixir of Ogre Strength. There's also some scrolls of the same you can get. You can get all of this on the auction house if you're not like an alchemist, etc. And the Dragon Breath Chili is quite good because you occasionally belch a bit of flame out at your enemies in melee for the next 10 mins. And this does also stack with your normal food buff. What do you want for your normal food buff, I hear you asking? Well, I recommend the spider sausage as my favourite delicacy. You can farm these spiders in the northwest region of Dustwallow Marsh. They drop on about a 30 to 40% drop rate, white spider meat. The recipe can also be learned in Orgrimmar or Stormwind at just the normal cooking trainer. And this is going to give you 12 stamina and spirit. And lastly, how are we going to put it together and use it in a rotation? Well, a few of you did ask me that you'd like to visualize it, so I thought I'd just show it to you like this in something I wrote up. So Lightning Bolt is going to be our main filler, and this is the sort of thing we're going to use as well when we get the reduced cast time from the Maelstrom Weapon rune. Don't forget to keep up your buffs on your weapons as well. Use your Shamanistic Rage when you're going to make the most out of it for that mana regen. Use your Lava Lash on cooldown and your Storm Strike as well. Make sure you're using that on cooldown. I forgot to put this one on here. You can remove any of those nasty effects with your Tremor Totem. Keep your Searing Totems up, etc. And your Strength of Earth and Grace of Air Totems, things like that up if you're using them. And then use your Earth Shock on cooldown as well as your Flame Shock to make sure you're keeping that up on your target at all times. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I did try and cover absolutely everything that I possibly could. And I have done nearly all of the different specializations that there are to do, so do check out my channel. I've also got some other leveling guides, etc. coming soon once I make sure I've worked out the perfected way of leveling as quickly as possible for you all.